Yo, boys, it's Dan. Welcome back. As you can tell, this week's guest, he thinks he is David Beckham enthusiast. Dan, play his clip from. We have Mr. Gaze with us. How you doing, sir?
How you doing? Yeah, good. Dan, good to see you again. Third time back on. Always love seeing how well you're doing, you and Josh, and seeing your videos. It's weird I used to teach you GCSEP and now we're doing this, but I think all my predictions are wrong. I'll ever get, but I'm going to talk factually from the heart, even about the mighty Spurs.
This is going out on Thursday because he wants to put a game in that is on Thursday night that we'll get to as our first game, actually. And for the do, let's get into game 37 of big games, up, downs, who's going to win? We don't know yet. Let's go into it. Let's go. Well, and our first game is Spurs versus Arsenal, the North London derby. And as a Spurs fan, do you want to go first or not?
Yeah, I'm happy to go first. I mean, one thing I want to say is, as a Tottenham fan, we've overachieved this season anyway, even if we finish fifth. You know, when Nuno come in, we're sitting 10th. So when Nuno come in, we wasn't doing well. And then Conte come in and we're sitting 10th, sorry. And we're now like fighting. I mean, we could get third mathematically. It's not going to happen, but we could. You know, if Chelsea have a couple of slump games and we beat Arsenal and we win all three of our games, you know, we're up there. But I don't think it's going to happen. My heart is saying we're going to get fourth. My head is saying probably not. We're probably going to get fifth because we always bottled it at the last hurdle. I thought we played really, really well on Saturday night with Liverpool, and I think Conte beat Klopp at tactics. When it comes to the Arsenal game, it's all about passion. It's all about us fans getting these players up for it, even though they should be up for it anyway. I'll go in 2-1 Spurs. I've seen so many good games of Arsenal Tottenham. You know, David Bentley's near enough halfway line goal. Danny Rose's rocket from outside the box. You know, some real good games. Harry Kane loves scoring against them. So I'm going with it 2-1. I'm going to go Kane and Son with the goals. I'm hoping Son gets golden boot over Mo Salah. And I think theirs will be either a controversial penalty or like a set-piece goal. So 2-1 Spurs. We take the glory. North London is ours. Come on, Spurs.
Right, I've got a stat for you. Out of 174 games played there have been Arsenal 74 wins and Spurs 54 and 45 draws out of the games. Do the maths. I don't know maths earlier. It's wrong anyway. But on that basis, it is wrong. It is wrong. It's up to one, apparently. But on this, if Arsenal win, this is a 4-point gap. Well, it could be title over. Spurs lose this. This is top four done for them.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Gap so big, you can't see them catching this now. I'm gonna go Spurs 1, Arsenal 1. I think Xhaka will probably get sent off, knowing Xhaka, because he always does them.
Yeah,
he would have them for 2 of his tackle. Kane will score hopefully, or Son. Yeah. What do you think on that as well?
I'm hoping so, mate. I'm hoping so. I mean, like, you know what? As much as I'm a Tottenham fan, I've got to give Arteta respect because
Arteta, honestly, from where he took them now is amazing. Like,
and he got rid of the Deadwood. He got rid of the Deadwood of Aubameyang, didn't he? He got rid of him.
Yeah.
And
moved on to another Spurs game. Spurs versus Burnley. Because they're playing on next day as well. This game that was on the Thursday. This is now on the weekend games. Burnley, as we know, under Mike Jackson, have pulled themselves out, but they're sliding back in again now. With Everton winning against Leicester, Everton are out. This could go down to the last game, but I do think that Spurs can do it again. I'm going to say sorry, but any Burnley fans watching this, I don't think there is. It's always bloody Burnley. Freedom Spurs.
I went to the Spurs-Burnley game last season, and I think we beat them 4-0. I was in VIP. It was mental. And I actually quite...
Of course you were. It's you.
I rate Nick Pope. I think he's a good goalie, but we were unbelievable. Sonny was on fire. I think he scored that goal. We run across most of the run through the whole
I'll try
team.
And find it.
This is the last home Spurs game, so it's Sunday. So it's going to be a big rule, especially if we beat the Arsenal scum. You know, everyone's going to be behind the club. Everyone's going to be firing. Everyone's going to be ready for it. So I'm going 3-0 Spurs as well. And I think, again, I'm hoping Sonny gets 2. And I'd like to see benford get 1, actually, who I really rate. I think he's playing in the wrong position at Spurs. I think he should be an attacking midfielder, personally. But he's doing the job.
14 of them.
No, not well. We haven't. Well, yeah, we've got some good players now. But
you've got Son, Kula, and Moura.
Yeah, and
Gill. And Gill, he comes back.
Gill's on loan at the moment, isn't he? But he's been really, really well. But I just think, for me, I just think 3-0 will do me. Last home game, they've got to give it a massive boost for the fans. It's been a great season. That will say whether we're 4th or 5th. Then I think, if we beat Arsenal and we win that, then I think we then take 4th spot because of the goal average, if I'm right in saying. And
or head to head as well.
Or head to head, but we're better on the goals 4, I think. So, and then we obviously have Norwich the week after, which obviously you'll be talking to someone else about. But yeah.
Well, if you're interested in goals stat boys, Bristol Rovers needed 7 goals to go up automatically against Scunthorpe, and they actually won as well. I mean, fair play.
Scored them, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Right, for ignore League 1. League 2, Premiership. Yeah. Next game, Aston Villa versus Crystal Palace. Now, Crystal Palace were the team that relegated Watford back down to the Championship. Aston Villa, they're beginning to play a bit now on Steven Gerrard. He's beginning to get his little twist on the team. Coutinho's playing well. Honestly, Villa, sign him again, please. He's sick.
Mm-mm.
And I do think if Ramsey's insane, Watkins is getting form, that all the strikers coming from at the right time. 2-1 Aston Villa. I do think it could be 2-2. Honestly, if you go anyway, but I'm going 2-1 Villa.
I'm going 2-2, Dan. I'm going 2-2. I think Stevie G's done a fantastic job. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't too sure. It's really hard to go from a player to being a manager. And I know he was captain, I know he was a leader, but it's so much different. And he went done Glasgow, but I don't think
Glasgow.
I don't think the Premier League, Scottish League is anywhere near as good as the Premier League.
No,
pace and and that's not me slating their teams. That's just me being real. But he's done a great job at Villa. I think Coutinho, for me, I would have had him at Tottenham. Everyone slated me for that, but I'd have had him as a playmaker. And he said Watkins, top player, and I think Matty Cash. I really rate Matty Cash. He's your right back, and Matty Cash, I think.
Yeah.
Real good. I think 2-2. I'm going to take it as 2-2. I don't know who's going to score, but it's going to be 2-2.
Right, next game is in-form Everton versus Brentford. Now, Everton, as we know, have won back-to-back games under Super Frankie Lampard. Honestly, he's done Richarlison, honestly, has gone up from here to here. I think he's the encouragement of this football club at the minute. Brentford, I mean, they're no pushovers. Brentford, they took it. They beat Chelsea. They've beaten all sorts of teams. They beat us. No, they lost to us. They wanted to be beaten this season. I mean, Ericsson needs to be at some sort of big club next season. We're interested in him as well, apparently.
Yeah, we are as well. I don't know if it's all rumours and talk though. He's done a 6-month contract, hasn't he, at Brentford?
Yeah, and I think Everton will do it 3 in a row because they're at home. Their home fans will G them up a bit. And I think it'll be Everton 2, Brentford 0. It could be 2-1 Brentford, but I'm going 2-0 to Everton. Guys?
I mean, I watched the last Everton home game with all the fans behind them, and even before the game, really going for it. Come on. There's a guy I follow on Twitter, Michael, I think his name. He's got especially really lovely guy, massive Everton fan is, and he's always talking about how great the club is and all that, and the passion they've got. And I was reading some of his tweets and the comments he sends to the players and some of the fans that write some stuff, and how passionate the Everton fans are. It's like their way of life. Brentford have surprised me this season. They really have. I mean, they're sitting in 12th and 43 points, I think, if I'm right. And they have just been, they took it to Tottenham. Do you know? I think we got a draw with them, didn't we? Or did they beat us? I can't remember, 1 or 2 now. But they were real quality. They beat Arsenal.
You do to them, I think.
Yeah, they beat Arsenal, didn't they? He, what he's done there. The manager's great. Tony, I think is underrated. I think he's a great player. Question is it a 1-season wonder? Can they come back and do this next season? That would be asked, but I think they're safe this season. They're sort of mid-table-ish, aren't they? 12th to 11th they could get. I'd love to see them, do well. So, but I don't want to see Everton get relegated. I feel they're too big to get relegated. That sounds terrible to say.
It does, yeah.
I'm going to go 3-1 to Everton, which is a mad one. 3-1 to Everton. I'm going to go for it. I think they're going to I don't know what it is. That's probably their last home game as well. That'll be their last.
No, they got one. They got one more. One or 2 more at home. Yeah.
What, at home?
Because they got 2 games in hand as well. 1 game in hand as well. Over.
Yeah. Sorry, I've just 34 games. I've just clicked on the league now. Yeah, 34. Okay, so but they'll be up for it because they don't want to get relegated because it's them. I mean, even Southampton are a little bit close there, aren't they, to the old zone? But yeah, they don't want to be getting relegated. But anyway.
Right, next game is another relegation team in Leeds versus Brighton. Less said about the better. Yeah. Let's move on quickly from this game. Well, Brighton, let's talk about this game. Brighton, let's say, destroyed us on Sunday. I watched it, and God above, you were awful. We played, no offence to our school, we played like Falconer's school back in the B team cup. It was dreadful. We couldn't find one pass. Literally, we had no service at all. It was like we were watching like a pub team. Trying to think of the team now. Us, yeah. I'm just say Falconers, but Leeds, Ayling suspended. That is still injured, and I do think Leeds at home as well need this win. Leeds need this I'm gonna go a scrappy 1-0 win to Leeds. Hopefully a 90th or a finger goal, maybe. A Dan James could be nice, but 1-0 Leeds.
What? Well, I like Leeds. I've got 2 good friends that are Leeds fans, but I can't see him getting out of this. I really can't. I like that manager. He's a nice guy. He's from America, isn't he?
Yeah.
Jesse. Yeah, he's a nice guy, and he's brought a bit of passion. I think was it Ailey got carded the other day. Silly tackle.
It was
Arsenal. Silly.
It was.
Yeah, it was silly tackle. Brighton, after thumping apparently one of the biggest clubs in the world 4-0. Debatable whether they're the biggest club anymore. Debatable if
they were 10 years ago.
Yeah, with Beckham and people like that maybe. But I think I've got a feeling Brighton are going to nick it 1-0. I mean, because they don't really play attacking football no more, Leeds, do they? They don't really go at it no more like they used to. So I've got a feeling 1-0 away win, which is probably wrong, but I've just got a feeling.
Now we move to the game that I am going to with Joshy Boy is Watford versus Leicester. Now, Watford, as we know, are down, but this is their last home game of the season. I'm going to the last 2 games of the season, actually. This game and the Chelsea game as well, away from home as well. But for Leicester, as you know, they love to concede a goal from set play. I think I've got a stat. Most of their games this season, they've conceded a goal at least 1 from a set play, at least 1, if not 2 goals from set play. So anything that's possible for them. Watford, can they go down on a flying high, or will it just be a low game? And I do think I want to see Watford win. I haven't been to a home game for a while. Leicester 2, Watford 1. Sorry, Watford fans. I know you might see me up there, but don't you dare slander me.
Throw drinks in. No, I'm only joking. The way Man United are playing, I'm surprised you ain't got a Watford top on, and you go more to Watford than you do Man United. Yeah?
I've been to one night game this season, and that was the
I know.
What happened? Yeah.
I see. Leicester. I mean, what a poor season they've had. Really, let's be honest. For a club like Leicester, they're sitting where they sit in sort of 11th or to a 14th. Sorry, sitting 14th, Leicester. And you just think to yourself, actually, what is going on at that club? Really, what is going on at that club? I think they've got a very good goalie. Kasper Schmeichel, I really rate him. I just don't know. Vardy's been injured for a long time.
Vardy was injured, but he's now back.
Is he? Yeah, he was on the bench, wasn't he, the other week against Spurs? Actually,
he played against Roma.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah.
But I think this is what happens when you have the UEFA Cup or Champions League or if you need to have a big squad. As West Ham have found out, because otherwise you can't.
We're getting to West Ham late as well.
Yeah, but like you guys, I remember one season, Man United. Sorry, flickering back a bit of history here, where you weren't in nothing.
Here we go. Here's your minus, boys. Here we go.
Yeah, they weren't in any UEFA Cup. They weren't in anything, and then they won the league that season. I think Man United were really, really good because they had nothing else to concentrate on.
Like Arsenal, take Arsenal this season for example.
Arsenal. Arsenal haven't really got much to concentrate on apart from getting fourth spot, and they've done. Again, they're trying their hardest, but Leicester really disappoints me. Watford, I would say, are they going to turn up? I don't think so. They haven't turned up all season. I don't think they've scored. It doesn't feel like they've scored a goal all season, Dan, if I'm honest with you. But and you go to the game, so you would know more. I'm going to go.
Yeah, go on.
I'm going to go
2-1
Leicester, and I'm going to say Watford are going to get a goal. I ain't got a clue who's going to get it because I don't even know who plays for Watford anymore. But 2-1 Leicester.
Well, if Watford, I've got a stat for you, lads. Okay, you might have heard this already, but Watford, if they lose Sunday, they have lost 13 home games in a row.
Wow!
And I know one player who's played for them. Your former centre mid.
Musa Sissoko. Yeah, yep. Musa Sissoko. Yeah, love him. Yeah.
Now we move to European chasing Wolves versus Norwich. Wolves are chasing West Ham and Man United down for that last European spot. But I do think they played well They played well last weekend, but Norwich are going down with a whimper. I'm sorry, Norwich are going down with a whimper. Dean Smith done a good job though, but not a good enough job. 2-0 to Wolves. Wolves need to keep winning. And hopefully they're not. Well, hopefully West Ham will drop off. We won't know.
Unbelievable. Wolves were in midweek against Chelsea. They were
unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. Yeah.
Connor Cody for me is so underrated. I think he's such a good centre back and a captain. I think he was at Liverpool as a kid, and then now plays for Wolves.
Was he?
Yeah, I'm sure. I might be wrong. Just check that stat, just in case I'm wrong. I'm sorry if I've got that wrong, guys, but I'm sure he was at Liverpool as a kid. Liverpool, and he couldn't get no games, so I think he went to Wolves. But I'm just...
No, boys. I'm just googling that as well now.
I'm going Wolves. I'm going Wolves 3-0. I'm going Wolves 3-0 all day. Yeah. I've just got a feeling, and I think the man Connor Cody will get a header off a set piece again. He's so passionate. I thought with Traore going, I think they'd struggle Wolves, but they've done well, and sitting 8th. Could easily, come 7th and get that UEFA Cup Conference League thing. I think is in 7th position. If West Ham starts to deteriorate, which they're going to have that hangover from that cup. So, yeah, I'm going Wolves.
And actually, that stat was correct. He did play. They can say boys there. He did play youth academy out at Liverpool.
Yeah, one cap.
You were right. You were right. Yeah, you were right.
No, I try. I don't get everything right though.
You were right. You were.
Yeah, I know.
Now
I don't get everything right.
To West Ham and Manchester City. I've just heard in the last couple of hours that Man City have completed a signing. Erling Braut Haaland is in the Premier League for Man City next season. Whoa! Welcome in, Ireland. Welcome in. You won't get any goals, mate. But I'm just saying, That West Ham, they tried to that West Ham, as you found out in Europe, not the best in Europe. But can I just say, well done to Rangers for getting through to the first European final since 2008.
Yeah, they've done really well.
I was 7 when that first happened. I was 7 when that happened.
Gosh. I'd done a year teaching at Falconer School then. I started.
Man City, this game could have a huge impact on the title race. Man City are 3 points clear now. This game could go over. Liverpool are looking forward to a cup final that we'll get into in the video as well. Man City. I'm going to go Man City. West Ham at home have beaten Chelsea and Liverpool at home before this season. They have. And I think they might actually do it again. I'm going to say West Ham 2. Man City 1. But it could go either way. West Ham are good at home against the Big Six. The so-called Big Six.
Yeah. The Super League players. This is a hard. I like West Ham, and obviously I've seen Tottenham, deal with Manchester City in both games, home and away. But Man City at the weekend tore Newcastle a new one, didn't they? I mean, 5-0, and coming off that, and you're thinking, oh, is that going to happen? I think Declan Rice will find out how good, Grealish and what's his name, De Bruyne is, and we'll see how good Rice is when they're coming at him. It's a hard one. I'm going to go 2-1 Man City. I can't see him slipping this league now, but stranger things have happened. But I'm going to go 2-1 Man City.
Yep, and now we move to another game that could defy the top 4. Newcastle United versus the scum of the Arsenal. I hate and game hate as well.
Love it.
Newcastle, under Eddie Howe, they have done, honestly, an incredible job Eddie Howe has done at club. He has brought in so many good players. One player that I've loved to watch is Bruno Guimaraes. Him from Lyon, he has been amazing for them. Trippier might not be my back, and he might be back. That might be my back, but honestly, Bruno Guimaraes, great CDM, better than Fred. I'm saying this now, better than Fred, because Fred is absolute dog turd. I haven't seen a more lump in my life turn. But Arsenal, as we know, are good. I think Newcastle will give them a challenge here. I do think Newcastle can give them a white ding dong. I'm going to go for my first score draw of 2-2.
I tell you what, mate. The Geordies, I've been to see a few years ago Newcastle play Fulham, and they love their football. That is their life. I don't get anyone says, but I hear about Rangers, but Newcastle fans, that is their life. They need to do us a favour. My friends are Newcastle fans. I'm going for this 2-0. They need to have a big big win to finish off the season for their fans. Do the Spurs a favour, keep themselves up as well, and actually, I can't remember now off the top of my head. But Newcastle's safe, aren't they? Yeah, they're safe.
Newcastle are top half.
Yeah, sorry, they're in the 13th now, in 30th position. Keep themselves secure in their winning ways. Trippier, for me, I love Trippier. I don't know why we got rid of him at Spurs. Set Pete Staker as well.
Because you had better fullbacks now in Emerson and Doherty.
They're terrible, mate. They're terrible. So for me, sorry, I've muffled around a little bit there. So I'm going 2-0 Newcastle, and that will then secure Spurs at top 4.
It depends.
No, it will.
Now our last Premier League game of the game week is Southampton versus Liverpool. Is there much discussing this game? Apparently, rumours are out that Bayern Munich are interested in signing Sadio Mane at the end of the season, but I don't think that will happen. Liverpool are looking forward to a Champions League final against Real Madrid. The last time these two teams played was when Sergio Ramos famously injured, was it Salah? And Kelleher made that, and not Kelleher, Karius made the mistake.
I don't know. I'm not even going to pretend to know now. I don't know.
But Liverpool, this could be an utter battering of Liverpool 3, Southampton 0.
Well, Southampton and other ones that have had a shaky season. They play some good football at times. I think getting rid of Danny Ings was a big mistake for them. I think Ward-Prowse now needs to be looking to coming up to the super teams in the top 6 or whatever you want to call them. I think Danny Ward-Prowse. I'd love to see him at Spurs. But Southampton won't do business with Spurs. I think Kyle Walker-Peters has had a good season there at right back. A former Spurs boy as well. But I just can't see Liverpool losing. I think Liverpool have the best starting 11 in the Premier League when they're on form. Man City have the best squad. Don't get me wrong. I said to an old friend of mine, when they won the league, you need to now get yourself some players. You need to progress, buy some players. No, we've got all these youngsters coming through. No, you do, because every time, every season, you need to look to bring 2 players in to keep the transfer window, keep the squad fresh. And because Tottenham hadn't done that for 5, 6, 7 seasons. So and that's why we felt it. But I just think that's so important. Can I see Southampton getting a win? No. Can I see them shutting up shop and not letting Liverpool in? Yes. So I think I'm just going to go for a 2-0. It's not going to be a massive, great game, but I can see it coming. As for the Mane transfer, I think it's time. And I also think Mo Salah as well. I say to Liverpool fans, which I don't want to happen, by the way, but I don't know what. No one doesn't go in for Son and Kane together, because you've got a proven partnership there. And why, like Liverpool or someone hasn't gone, well, let's get them 2 in. They're world class together. Most assists in the league. Together, and no one goes in for him. But we talk about it. Me and my mate quite a lot. He's a Liverpool fan, but so I'm going Liverpool to beat Southampton.
Right, we've got about 8 minutes left of this call, so let's get on to the FA Cup final between Chelsea and Liverpool. Liverpool are going for the quadruple. I don't think it's happening. They can still do, though, the domestic treble. FA Cup, Carabao Cup is already won, and the Champions League. But Chelsea, as we know, are superb in finals. Under Tuchel, every final they've played but one, they have won. Under Tuchel, this takeover is happened. Some American bloke has bought it, and don't know who he is, never heard of him. But Chelsea to win on penalties, 1-1. 1-1 Chelsea or Liverpool. No, I'm going Liverpool to nick it on pens.
Wow. Wow. I'm not sure. I'll be honest with you. I like Liverpool. I think Liverpool. I don't like how Klopp's gone on after the Tottenham game, and when he loses, he wins.
Klopp just moans all the time anyway.
I know. It's all he goes on. Wins. But anyway, practically just got done at the weekend. That's it. That's my reason. I'm sure people write their comments below whether they agree with me or not. But I think Liverpool are going to win it. Be an extra time. Liverpool will win it. I can't see it be going to pens. And I think it's going to be 2-1. I think it's going to be quite a flat first sort of 60 minutes, and then the spark will come. Sort of liven up, and then we'll go to extra time, and then you'll see some seriousness come through. I don't think it'll reach penalties. I think Liverpool will lift it. I love the FA Cup. I used to love it as a kid. It's so underrated now by you.
When was the last time? Question for you, not relevant. When was Spurs last one? Spurs won the FA Cup? Never.
1991, wasn't it? 1991, I think.
I wasn't born.
Yeah, so Spurs 1991, they lifted it. So Spurs back then had lifted the cup more times than anyone. So I think it was like 7 or 8 times, roughly off the top of my head. And Manchester United overtook us, sort of late 90s, early 2000s.
That Ferguson era.
Who when we go to in a minute, I would like to talk about actually. And then Arsenal overtook them. But I think Man United, just think about this as well. It's not Premier League predictions, but you haven't recovered from when Fergie left you.
Oh, no. After this, I want to have a talk to you about another thing as well. We need to went outside, so we'll end this quickly and then we'll do another thing,
Oh, okay, go on.
Right, boys, thank you very much for watching. I'll leave Gaz's links in the description, or I'll leave an I button up here for his link. Go sub to his YouTube channel, absolute legend. I want to say thank you for being my teacher for the last how many ever years you were. You've been a great supporter of this channel as well. Get him subscribers. Boys, sub to as well, and I'll see you in the next Premier League. Until then, stay safe. Hopefully, if you're going to come enjoy it, and peace out, boys. Enjoy and peace.